know, I wasn't really privy on making a video tonight, but there's just like a couple things that came up, and I feel like I should talk about them. So first things first, dude, how do I start this? I saw that Tom Brady and his kids went to the Eras tour, and I'm sorry, but this makes me upset. Why? Because I feel like there should be spaces in society that are like designated for women. Like, why won't they let us have it? Like, come on, his kids' male sons are going to the fucking Reputations tour. Get out of here. They don't care about the Reputations. They're not listening to Taylor Swift. Taylor Swift is making music for women. Be serious. Like, dudes are not slapping Reputation. They're just not. I don't know what his sons are listening to, but they're not like. He was like, I am a fan of Reputation. And it's just like, these men are like posting shit because they know that they're like literally being weeded out of society. If you are on this channel and you're a part of this community, there's some like mandatory viewing that I feel like you should watch today. First of all, go watch Manifestelle's video that she posted today that was about, I guess, like why more women aren't having children. I feel like we kind of already know. It's the cost of living. The cost of living, well, see, it's layered. For women in general, it's the cost of living. For black women, it's black men. They're just like, just fucking awful. Like, I don't know why they hate black women so much, but actually, let me not even lie about that. So what, I can't even recall her name, but I'll put the video in the description box. She made a video, was it yesterday? That was about like how society doesn't want black women to win. And the word that she used describes so much of what I've felt in my life. It's like very strange because like as a black woman, if you live in middle class society, you will start to see shit. Like, you are like from the day you're born, you're kind of assigned a place in the society. You don't just get to like move freely and like kind of do what you want. Like, you're a part of a society, right? And you're kind of given a number in a sense. So like, let's say you're like middle class, upper middle class even. And so you go to a particular school, you live in a particular neighborhood. People are expecting you to perform in a certain way because you had this much privilege, and then there's people who had way less privilege, and you know, time goes on and people start like moving through privilege alleys. Oh, they went to a really bad undergrad school, but then they went to MIT or Stanford, and so now they're gonna do so well. But what if you were just like this middle coaster, which is, this is where I am. I'm this middle coaster who's like had a certain amount of privilege, like this amount of privilege for my whole life. So like, you know, being a Starbucks barista is kind of like, it's still coasting at kind of this, like if I never did shit and never really tried but just kept showing up, being a Starbucks barista and making YouTube videos is actually, this is why I continue to make YouTube videos that weren't really good. Like, I don't highly productionize or any shit like that. I just make like regular kind of videos where I'm like, I have a camera, I have some lighting, I have some audio equipment where I could like produce something, so I do it. And so like eventually when I find like a perfect niche or something, I will have that. Also, if you were still wondering, I do have, this is like my little heart monitor. If you've been here and you've been paying attention, I've been using it. It's really fucking cool. I have like 30 days of data where my cardiologist just like monitors my heart rate. Just, we want to make sure, we want to see what my cardiac rhythms are like, because having a specialist is important. And I posted something on my channel today that I thought was cool. I think you should watch it. Some conversations on a first date should probably be, who is your primary care physician? That is a really good first date question. If a man can't answer that, you should fucking walk away immediately. Maybe this is weird, but I'm in a Chardonnay sort of era. There's something about the buttery sweetness of Chardonnay that just like does it for me. It's weird. I never thought I would be in this place, but I'm her right now. It's very strange, but I am. Anyway, there was a couple other topics. So I saw Nagad posted something today, and I'm actually gonna read out what she posted because I just thought it was really great. I think I screenshotted it, but I'm gonna make sure. Yeah, so she said, the older I get, the more I realize that everything is really that deep. The people you confide in, trust, date, become friends with, where you work, the opportunities you take, what you watch, what you eat, and even what you consume is actually very deep and shouldn't be taken lightly at all. Yeah. It feels like sometimes when you're younger, you believe that you're just doing things willy nilly, that everything isn't a choice. But I feel like as society becomes more polarized and we're starting to see politics play out in real life and people are just fighting tooth and nail for votes, we are starting to see like, I wonder if I can pull one of these out. Everyone cares. They care so much. They care where you grocery shop. They care what you like, what music you listen to. Like I can't describe it. I was like hanging out at a Vanderbilt cafe this week, and who did I hear on the fucking radio? Gracie Abrams. The whole Gracie Abrams album that I've been playing. I think I have it like fucking right here. This whole album, this is what is being played on the campus. I'm like, wow, I didn't even like Gracie Abrams. I didn't know she was making. She's what's playing on the college radio station, which is like wild. Like, okay, that's fucking interesting because I mean that is what I'm listening to, but also it's just like that's so strange. I'm not in college. Yeah. Uh, and I just kind of wanted to put a little snippet here. If you've been here long enough, you might remember some of the videos that I made that were like responses to Nagad. I don't think Nagad watches my channel, but if you do, Nagad, this very short message is for you. I just really appreciated finding Nagad's channel because I was in a place where I desperately needed to see another Black woman who's navigating just the world. Like I needed to see that because I kept getting this like bullshit from like Black American niggeration syndrome with the like sexy reds and all that shit, and then Cardi B and Meg Thee Stallion. Don't get me wrong, like I don't like Cardi B, but some of Meg Thee Stallion songs I kind of like see where she's going, but it's also just not exactly what I'm like living through. And then I just adamantly oppose Kamala Harris, and, you know, so it's just kind of like I just needed to see someone who was like navigating Blackness in a way that I hadn't seen before, and I didn't feel confident enough to start making videos. Really, that was about what I was going through, because what I was going through at that time was so difficult, and we will start to unpack that just because I have so many more skills to talk about it now. But the really interesting thing about Nagad is she is one of my subscribers, and I hope that she didn't unsubscribe, but you know, if she's still here, honestly, Nagad, I'm talking to you. I don't know how, and I don't know what exactly her path was, but she found information about me that I wanted people to find because I left, there are many like Easter eggs on this channel.